Well, after a very nice weekend, things are beginning to change for us. Earlier this morning, milder air was in place, but now as we head into the evening, cooler air is beginning to rush in on the backside of the system. And not only is it going to be cooler air for us, but precipitation is beginning to break out across northern Wisconsin back into the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and even seeing some shades of blue and pink, and that is what we'll be looking out for tonight and tomorrow. Tonight, it's not so much, not seeing as much of the precipitation. Maybe early tomorrow morning, starting to see some of that light rain change over to light snow. But once again, it looks to be very light for us, so any road impacts should be very minor. Here's a look at what we're dealing with right now. 48 degrees as winds are beginning to shift now. Mostly cloudy out there for us, but seeing much cooler air across central and east or western UP as opposed to eastern UP. We'll take a look at those temperatures coming up here in a sec, but off to the west, 44 already in Ontonagon, 44 also in Houghton, 46 degrees in Ironwood, while still in the 60s farther to the south, right along Lake Michigan, and even the 70s as you head here into Escanaba, 49 in Manistee, 61 currently in Iron Mountain, 78 as you go all the way over into St. Ignace, and Ishpeming currently at 48 degrees. So starting to feel more like early spring out there as opposed to late spring, with temperatures that are currently in the 40s, and seeing winds now making that change, that shift out of the northwest, 16 in Houghton, while at 21 miles per hour coming in from the southwest, and seeing more of that southerly breeze here into Escanaba and in Munising around 13 to 11 miles per hour. But we'll expect much higher winds tomorrow for us, and current temperatures across the state seeing much more of those 80s farther downstate, and 84 down at Flint. And here's your 24-hour temperature change, seeing that huge drop off in Ironwood at 20 degrees cooler. For us in Marquette, 16 degrees cooler, while at 3 degrees cooler in Iron Mountain. And we'll see more of that as we head into the evening, as temperatures are projected to find their way into the 30s. Now, here's a look at our headlines. Cooler air continues to dive its way southward, and we'll see that as we go into tomorrow. Yes, here we snow again. Chances of snow throughout the afternoon. Once again, it should just be some light flurries for us, but just seeing it in the air, not a pleasant sight for us one bit. But we won't be as cool as we go into the middle to end of the week. It looks like temperatures do rebound for us, so as instead of the lower 40s, maybe mid 40s that we'll see for highs tomorrow, only the 50s, and maybe even getting back into the lower 60s as we get closer to the weekend. But it's not out of the realm of possibility under the clouds, and if the clouds hold on for a long enough time, we'll only top off in the upper 30s throughout the UP tomorrow. But here's a look at the setup right now. Area of low pressure pushing his way off to the east, seeing that cool air come in on the backside, and noticing some of that rain changing over to snow. And tomorrow, a lot of that will be heading out of here. We'll see just some leftover snow showers, maybe light rain showers earlier on before heading into Tuesday evening. That's when more of that clearing should begin to work its way in for us. But here's a look at that on our Futurecast model for tonight. Pink and blue beginning to show up. That is the mixed precipitation and snow across the Keweenaw Peninsula and the Porcupine Mountains. That even shows up for a while here into Marquette, and going off just to the east, Munising, Manistee. You could see that, some of that as well, but that really dies off as we go into the early morning hours. By tomorrow afternoon, expecting more of a partly cloudy sky before mostly clear by tomorrow night, which will allow temperatures to find their way close to the upper 20s. Tonight we'll drop down to 35 degrees, sprinkles over to flurries, winds coming out of the northwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And for us on Tuesday, it will be a wintry May afternoon. Winds from the north at 15 to 25 miles per hour, so really seeing those pick up for us. So that will make the 40s that we see feel more like the 30s and the upper 20s throughout the afternoon. So make sure that you do grab that jacket or maybe even coat before you head out tomorrow morning. 44 degrees in Lawrence, 49 in Ontonagon. More of the lower 50s in Crystal Falls and in Florence at 50 degrees right on the dot, but upper 40s only in Escanaba and Manistee. Munising, only 39, and while at 40 degrees here in Marquette. And as we go into our Wednesday, we'll see that sun return for us. Mostly sunny also by Thursday, but there will be another disturbance that slips by. It will bring a dry front, so that will knock temperatures from the upper 50s down into the lower 50s on Thursday and Friday for afternoon highs. Expecting more of the low to mid 30s for overnight lows as you go into Thursday morning and Friday morning before the weekend. That's when it'll warm up for us on Saturday at 69.